Coming up on Tech Tonight, a Virginia Tech Corps of Cadet alumnus was selected as Hokie Hero for our football game versus Georgia Tech.
And Virginia Tech will increase security at Lane Stadium for Saturday's football game against North Carolina. Find out the details next.
Welcome to Tech Tonight. I'm Ashlyn Webster.
And I'm Becky Schumar.
Following Friday's terrorist attack in Paris, Virginia Tech immediately began to contact all students and faculty studying, teaching, or engaged in research in Europe and Northern Africa. By Saturday, all 104 students and 6 faculty members confirmed their safety. In addition, staff from the Division of Student Affairs have reached out to students from France studying on our campus to offer support and assistance. The U.S. Department of State has not issued a travel warning or alert, but did issue a security message to all U.S. citizens on November 15, 2015, to be more vigilant but did not restrict travel. Virginia Tech will continue to closely monitor the situation and will offer updates as necessary. All Hokies in Europe and Northern Africa are aware of the events in Paris and have been advised to be extra vigilant. Virginia Tech encourages all Hokies abroad to stay in close contact with the university and family members at all times.
Due to the terrorist attacks in Paris, Virginia Tech will increase security at Lane Stadium for Saturday's football game against North Carolina. The terrorist attacks that took place in Paris Friday killed at least 129 people. Tracy Vosberg, Virginia Tech's Senior Associate Vice President for University Relations, said, quote, "The safety of our community is always at the forefront of our consideration. We do not anticipate significant disruption for our fans. While we increase our security measures in light of recent events, we will not share our efforts publicly. The NFL will also be increasing security, and they are urging fans not to bring bags into the games. This Saturday will be Coach Frank Beamer's last home game at Lane Stadium. Tickets for the game have been completely sold out."
In response to a threatening graffiti in a Virginia Tech bathroom stall, Hokies of all backgrounds are coming together to stand united against hate. Ashley Wills has more on the story.
Hi, I'm Ashley Wills reporting for Tech Tonight from the drill field.
Following the alarming graffiti found on campus in the Price Hall women's bathroom that threatened Muslims, Hokies came together united against hate. Hosted by the Muslim Student Association, students of all backgrounds joined together to send a message to the world that Virginia Tech is not a campus of hate, but of a united Hokie nation full of diversity and unique experiences. Hundreds were in attendance as the evening began by a reading from the Quran. A variety of speakers spoke about the importance of the event and the importance of an inclusive community.
Diversity is an absolute must for a true education.
But if we want a better world, it's really important that we work together to make our own community better. Because when our own community is better, then we'll cause a ripple effect which will make the world a better place overall.
It is a power that students have where change resides. And this is not an opportunity to mourn, but an opportunity to cherish the opportunity that we have to change.
Student Nathan Lepre spoke about why the event was important to him.
We're all humans, and there's so much hate in the world, and what's going on in Missouri, for example, right now with the president not taking steps like I guess he should have. Seeing our president stand up, that was encouraging.
President Sands was also in attendance to support the event.
We have to have the strength and the fortitude to continue and not to relax and to rest.
Reporting from the drill field, I'm Ashley Wills. Now back to you.
Thank you, Ashley. Virginia Tech Corps of Cadet alumnus Captain Derek Anderson of the U.S. Army, who earned a degree in political science and a minor in leadership, was selected as the Hokie Hero for the football game against Georgia Tech. The Virginia Tech Corps of Cadets Hokie Hero program, started in 2006 by IMG College, honors Virginia Tech Corps of Cadets alumni who are currently deployed. Recipients of this honor are highlighted by John Laser and Mike Burnup during the radio broadcast broadcast of Virginia Tech football game on the Corps of Cadets website and in the Corps Review magazine. Anderson has served for over 9 years and is an infantry officer and a special forces operator. He is deployed for 6 months to the Middle East as a member of the Special Operations Command Forward Contingency Operation and is currently serving as a Special Forces Operational Detachment Bravo Executive Officer assisting with the training of other coalition soldiers fighting the war on terror. As a senior in the Corps, he served as the 1st Battalion Commander and the Regimental Executive Officer. During his time at Virginia Tech, he was a member of Tactical Applications Company, Sigma Chi Fraternity, and was Homecoming King. Captain Anderson says he sends his love to his family and friends and regards to all his buddies and the Hokie Nation.
Let's take a moment for our weekend forecast with Chapin Kofod.
Hi, I'm Chapin Kofod with your weekend forecast. As yet another week with plenty of rain comes to an end, the trend of quiet weather looks to continue for another weekend. A high pressure is going to make its way into our area Friday and will help create sunny, dry conditions. This high may also bring some cooler temperatures. We are predicting the temperatures to be a little below average for this time of year. Friday is going to be sunny with highs in the low 50s. Friday night should see temperatures in the low 30s. Saturday is going to be sunny, but we aren't predicting the high temperature to be above 50. Sunday will most likely be in the mid-40s with the temperatures barely reaching the 30s later that night. Even with the chilly temperatures, this weekend should be a beautiful couple days to enjoy the outdoors. Saturday should be a great day to start the tailgating early. As this will be Beamer's last home game, everyone should tailgate a little extra in his honor. Enjoy another beautiful weekend of fall weather, and hopefully we can send Frank off with a win against the Tar Heels. Back to you, Becky.
Thank you, Chapin. Over 1,100 cadets moved into Pearson Hall, a newly built cadet residence hall, this past weekend. Vans and helpful family members began at 7 in the morning on November 14th to move the cadets from the lower quad to the upper quad. A second new residence hall is still being constructed and is scheduled to be completed by December 2016. The new residence hall is named after a 1987 graduate, James Pearson. Pearson graduated from Virginia Tech's College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and was a member of the Corps of Cadets. Pearson Hall was supposed to be opened by move-in week in August, but was delayed. As a result, some cadets were living in tripled rooms and study lounges. The dorms offered several new features. Instead of having to use metal keys to enter the dorm rooms, students can simply swipe their Hokie passport. Additionally, cadets are able to control the temperature of their rooms at all times. Pearson Hall was formally dedicated at 3:30 p.m. on Friday, November 20th. It is the first new hall to open at Virginia Tech's campus since 2009. Stay tuned for your entertainment news.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Eva Langelotti.
And I'm Anastasia Conyers with your entertainment news.
This December, Virginia Tech School of Performing Arts will be hosting its annual Winter Lights Festival. Join the fun as the town celebrates with a Christmas market, a parade, and the annual lighting of the tree. This year, you can bring your tubas, euphoniums, as well as your friends to participate in what is being known as Tuba Christmas 2015. The event will be held on Friday, December 4th, beginning with the Downtown Merchants Annual Open House at 4 in the evening. Children and families will be given the opportunity to take pictures with Santa and Mrs. Claus at the Lyric while also enjoying Summer Musical Enterprises' performance of Counting Down to Christmas. The main tuba Christmas performance will take place from 6 to 7 in the evening on the Henderson lawn. Don't forget to dress warmly.
Virginia Tech is planning on joining the UNC Charlotte Laser Tag Club for a game on their campus. Though we are rivals on the field, we can use that good competition for a game of laser tagging. If you have previously heard about this event, it was scheduled for November 7th, but was canceled due to the weather and has been rescheduled for tomorrow. This event will be held in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is scheduled for 8 in the morning to around 4:30 that afternoon. If there are any Hokies interested, there will be a shuttle from Virginia Tech to the site in front of the War Memorial between 8 o'clock and 8:30 that morning. Please do not be late. Anyone planning to attend, please visit the UNC Charlotte Laser Tag Club's Facebook page. There, you can find details about the trip as well as the schedule. Get your competitive spirits ready and have fun. Go Hokies!
Students gathered on College Avenue for hashtag Million Student March in order to bring attention to student debt. Claire Rigney has more on the story.
Hi, I'm Claire Rigney from Tech Tonight, reporting from College Avenue. Late last week, people gathered here for the hashtag Million Student March in order to bring attention to student debt.
Education is a what? It's a right! Education is a what? It's a right!
The Million Student March is a national movement that believes everyone should have equal access to a college education. The movement is calling for free tuition to public institutions, exemption from student debt, and a $15 minimum wage. Collectively, the students in attendance had over $300,000 in student debt. John Lockwood is from the People's Council of Blacksburg and helped organize the event.
We just do like protests here and there. We're all involved in the local political process, which a lot of people are not involved in the town, which is crazy. People, need to express their voice and express their concerns. So there's that. And the other thing is student debt has been rising rapidly, much more rapidly than inflation. So we need to look into the reasons why universities are costing so much more than they did. I definitely think it's important that people express their concerns in a polite, reasonable, and rational way. So I definitely think that it aligned with People's Council, and I personally support it on many levels.
For the marchers, education is a human right, and there should be more opportunities for people to make use of it. Reporting from College Avenue, I'm Claire Rigney. Back to you.
Thanks, Claire. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's right, on Friday, December 5th, Virginia Tech's Priority Male a cappella group will be hosting Naturally Sharp's Fall 2015 concert in Squires Colonial Center. Naturally Sharp is Virginia Tech's finest all-male a cappella group. Since 2002, these men have been rocking the stage, serenading the ladies, and raising the bar for on-stage entertainment. Come out and enjoy a variety of blended vocals and high-quality male singer entertainment. Doors will open at 7:30 in the evening, with tickets at $5 apiece in advance or at the door. Don't miss this opportunity to hit off the holiday season with a performance that you won't forget.
You can always feel the love from Hokie Nation. On November 1st, Coach Beamer announced that he will be retiring from coaching football for Virginia Tech. Since then, Hokies have been posting hashtag Game Day for Beamer and hashtag Game Day for Frank on their social media pages. The goal was to get ESPN College Game Day to be at Beamer's last game with the Hokies. Beamer's career has spanned over 29 years with Virginia Tech, which is also his alma mater. We felt as though his last game should go out with a bang. There were more than 114,000 retweets of the Game Day for Beamer hashtag. Even though we had so many tweets, it is sad to say that ESPN's College Game Day will not be making an appearance. At this Saturday's game, as the Hokies take on UNC, Hokies will still be giving Beamer all the thanks for what he has done for the Virginia Tech community. Kickoff starts at noon tomorrow and can be seen nationally on ESPN. Tomorrow, the Hokie Village Fan Festival will begin at 8:30 and will last until 11:30. The Hokie Village features inflatables, tailgating games, concessions, campus displays, and game sponsors on site. Come join us for the last home game of the season as the Hokies say goodbye to Coach Beamer. Stay tuned for your sports news.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Ali.
And I'm Billy Parvatan with your Hokie Sports News.
Virginia Tech football brought home a win after an away game at Georgia Tech. The Hokies got off to a rough start with Georgia Tech's offense pushing through. Georgia Tech scored 2 touchdowns, putting the Hokies behind by 14. But as the second quarter approached, the Hokies pushed through offensively. Hokies Trayvon McMillan and Isaiah Ford each scored a touchdown and tying up the game 14-14. The Hokies did not get off to a good and strong start in the second half as quarterback Michael Brewer threw a pass intercepted by Georgia Tech's Brent Mitchell. Mitchell ran 32 yards to the end zone for a touchdown, leaving the Hokies trailing by 7. The Hokies quickly built up their momentum, getting close enough for a 29-yard field goal by Joey Sly, cutting the deficit to 4. Then, as the Hokies pushed hard in the fourth quarter, Trayvon McMillan rushed for a 4-yard touchdown, giving the Hokies a win 23-21. The win brings the Hokies one step closer to becoming bowl eligible for 23 straight seasons. The Hokies must bring home one more win in order to be fully eligible.
On Saturday at Thompson Field in front of a huge crowd, Virginia Tech women's soccer dominated from the start and never looked back as they shut out the Cincinnati Bearcats on a cold and chilly night in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The number 4 seeded Hokies broke the scoreless tie in the 25th minute as All-ACC forward Muriel Tiernan scored on a shot to the far post on an assist from Morgan Conklin. The goal was the 39th of Tiernan's career as well as the 14th on the season. After the game, she emphasized the importance of that first half goal, saying, quote, "I knew they believed that they could beat us, so we kind of wanted to kill that belief as quick as we could." The score would remain 1-0 in favor of the Hokies heading into halftime. Tech came out for the second half fired up, and it showed in their play. Alani Johnson scored on a Tiernan assist in the 53rd minute, and just 4 minutes later she scored her second goal off a deflection from a Cincinnati player, what she described as, quote, "a lucky bounce." Tech would end the game scoring in the 69th minute as Candace Cyphers scored on a header from Callie Perfroy's corner kick to give VT its 4th goal of the game. The Hokies had little trouble all night as they outshot the Bearcats 17-3 overall, including a huge advantage with shots on goals, 11-1. Goalie Kalen Smith added 1 save as Tech ended Cincinnati's season. With the win, the Hokies improved to 15-3-2 on the year. They will play at Penn State on Friday at 3 p.m. in the second round of tournament action.
V-Thon, a fundraiser that benefits Children's Miracle Network hospitals, had many people dance for the kids who can't. Melissa Cisneros has more on that story.
I'm Melissa Cisneros with Tech Tonight, and I'm in the Old Dominion Ballroom in Squires. V-Thon occurred on November 13th and started at 2 in the afternoon and ended at 9. V-Thon is an abbreviation of Dance Marathon. Their mission is to raise money and awareness for the Children's Miracle Network and Carry On Clinic in Roanoke, Virginia. They strive to make a difference in the lives of the children and their families in order to see miracles happen. The students were able to spend the whole day dancing for awareness and fundraising.
What is your favorite part about working with V-Thon?
That's a good question. I can say that I enjoyed working with my board, getting to connect with everybody on a personal level, learning leadership experiences, and delegating responsibilities to others so they can also take a role in the future of being a director. But I have to say my favorite part is being able to touch upon and influence a child's life in a positive way.
V-Thon fundraised $8,000 and $1,600, but the fundraising will continue throughout the month of November. Different way to donate is by Snapchatting a picture with the caption V-Thon to the username CrowdChange. For every picture that they get, they will donate $1 to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. This was only the 3rd year they have had the event at Virginia Tech, but hope for many years to come. This is Melissa Cisneros signing off with Tech Tonight.
Thanks, Melissa. The Virginia Tech women's volleyball team took on North Carolina on Saturday. The Hokies fought hard with an extended set but fell to a 3-set decision. Setter Kyra Kondrads paced the Hokies through the match with 14 assists and 10 digs. Setter Reagan Mitchell also added 21 assists. Kennedy Bryan led the Hokies offense, slugging 10 kills. Outside hitter Amanda McKenzie and Lindsay Owens slugged 9 and 8 kills for the squad as well. The Hokies opened up with the first point, but North Carolina pushed through in all 3 sets. Tech showed its fight in the second set as kills by Kyra Cunningham and Owens leveled the set early. The Hokies still, however, ended the set behind by 2 with a score of 25-27. The Hokies once again started strong in the third frame, with Mackenzie slugging 3 straight kills. However, North Carolina was able to win the third set, handing the Hokies a 3-set loss.
On Saturday night, in front of a passionate crowd at Castle Coliseum, Virginia Tech men's basketball opened up their season against Alabama State. Tech started out strong, but faded late as they fell to the visiting Hornets 85-82. The Hokies played well to begin the first half, leading by as many as 11, but weren't able to sustain momentum. Zach Leday scored 10 points as VT headed to the locker room up 5 at 42-37. Both teams came out in the second half battling back and forth, but Alabama State finally took the lead 67-66 on a layup by guard Bobby Brown with 7:18 to play. That ignited an Alabama State 9-0 run to take a 74-66 lead and take the air out of the home crowd. Tech kept fighting till the end, with Maryland transfer Seth Allen hitting a three-pointer and guard Justin Bibbs hitting a jumper to cut the lead to 3 with 17.1 seconds left. Terrence LaFleur of the Hornets missed 2 free throws with 9.8 seconds to go, giving the Hokies one last chance, but Allen's 3 with 4 seconds left rattled off the rim, allowing the Hornets to escape with the win. The Hokies had many positives for this game. Forward Zach Leday led the way with 26 points as Tech shot 47.4% from the field. But ultimately, it was what they didn't do that did them in. Tech shot 40 free throws but only converted 25, and also gave up 19 second chance points as a result of 15 offensive rebounds, 11 coming in the second half. Coach Williams stressed after the game that the team, quote, needed to figure out who they were defensively. With the loss, the Hokies dropped to 0-1 on the season. They'll be back at it at home on Wednesday night as they take on Jacksonville State.
Now, the momentum that the Georgia Tech win has built up for the Hokies is definitely exceptional for this upcoming game. Now, Frank Beamer has spent 29 years here at Virginia Tech, and there's no better way than take it for a win against UNC.
Yeah, obviously that Georgia Tech game was a great game. They were down 14-0 early, but you could tell they really wanted to, win for Coach Beamer. It was the first game since he had announced his retirement, and coming back down 14 to get a big win against a team that's better than its record. Obviously, a big win for the Hokies as they try to be bowl eligible for a 23rd straight season.
Well, let's see how it goes. That's all for Tech Tonight. I'm Muhammad Ali.
And I'm Billy Parvatam. Stay tuned for next week.